Kewell, oh, what good skill. He's got two to his right, Corsten, and further over from him, Hasselbank. This is Corsten. That's a good effort too. Beaten out by Alan Knight. This is Hopkin. Leeds in control. Hopkin to Hasselbank. Hopkin nearly got the return corner. Didn't reach Hasselbank this time. Waterman keeping an eye on him. Philosophical at the moment. He knows that his team need a break very quickly, and this is the way it could come. Claridge, and just for a moment there, opportunity beckons Steve Claridge. The ball comes off two Leeds players here. Haller is the second one, Weatherall was the first. Claridge just couldn't seem to get his shot in. In by Ribeiro to Hasselbank. Good header, Weatherall. And Ribeiro again. Oh, deflection on that. Oh, that's a goal. Bruno Ribeiro hit it. And it flew via a deflection past Alan Knight. It's 4-1 Leeds. He lined up the shot. Oh, yes, it's caught the Portsmouth defender. Nothing Knight could do about that. I think it might be Adrian Whitbread. And Ribeiro will doubtless claim the goal, which really has now sunk Portsmouth. Still glancing at his notes, David O'Leary, but he'll be pleased as punch with this performance, bearing in mind, I know there's a division difference in his favour, but he was without a number of first-choice players today. Oh, good ball, McLaughlin. Turned him well. Oh, and there's Vlachos. Oh, so close. The best effort of the second half for Portsmouth. But instead, they're undermanned at the other end. This is Jimmy Hasselbank. Weinhardt to his left. It's opening up again for Leeds. And Weinhardt is furious with Hasselbank. He kicks the ground in annoyance, because he was absolutely free to Hasselbank's left and he never got the ball. Portsmouth was still reflecting on how close they came at the other end with Vlachos. Robbins. Knocked over by Hart, no free kick given. Harry Kewell, Weinhardt in the middle again this time. He's going to get there first. Weinhardt! Leeds have scored again. The substitute has made it 5-1 to Leeds, and now it's a landslide. Harry Kewell on the ball, strokes it inside, and already Weinhardt has made his run ahead of the defenders. And he just stabs that away from Alan Knight, who again can do nothing about it. They're really chasing shadows there, Portsmouth. Weinhardt is just too good for them. There's usually a turning point in every cup tie, and I think today it was the way in which Leeds equalised so quickly after Portsmouth had taken the lead. Now Weinhardt and Perron have a little set to, but play goes on with Jones. Oh, and look at how undermanned they are again here. It's Harry Kewell. This could be number 6. Good save, Alan Knight. Whitbread. Simpson to Phillips. Leeds haven't let up for a second. This is Claridge. Will they now? They might just do so for long enough for Claridge. Oh, good save by Nigel Martin. Claridge has had no luck at all today. And Martin, who's had very little to do in the second half, responded excellently there. Set up by Phillips. That's a good strike by Steve Claridge. And it's also a very good save by the England man. It's given Portsmouth a corner, possibly their last chance to salvage a consolation goal. Simpson will take it. It's in towards Torgerson, but Portsmouth, who will be shortly back in the High Court, was certainly in the high society of Premier League football today, and it was Leeds who had the conviction and did Alan Ball's team plenty of damage. In all honesty, it could have been more, but then again, Portsmouth gave it all they had, and in the end, I'm sure Claridge, who never stopped working, will just reflect on the fact that really it needed Pompey to have the lead for a bit longer, because once Leeds cancelled that out, there was no stopping them. David O'Leary's team just got better and better, and it ended Portsmouth 1, Leeds 5.
Well, first of all, I was very nervous coming down here today, because we had, if you go through, we had 8 players out, particularly about 6 of them who were regulars and been outstanding, like Bowyer and Redebi, young Smith up front. My youngsters, I want them to go out and play and enjoy themselves, but work very hard. When we haven't got the ball, we want to get it back, and when we get it back, I want them to pass it well and get shots on goal and impose ourselves on the other team. And we did that today, and I was proud of them that when we went to goal down, we didn't panic. We got back into it pretty quickly, but we went on and kept playing good football. We were very weak inside, but at the end of the day, still ran out worthy winners.
I've told the players in there that they let themselves down and let the fans down second half. You don't mind getting beaten, but you go down fighting, and we didn't do enough of that second half. But I think you've seen a very exciting young Leeds team that I've just said to David in there, you know, great times ahead for you, and take nothing away from them. You know, second half they just buried us, to be honest.
I haven't scored really too many now, but I scored against Southampton. But I was lucky really. We got the free kick there today. I tried to play it at Harry Kewell. That's one of our set pieces, but it didn't kind of work, and he got a free kick. So the manager was telling Jimmy to hit it, but I just ran up and struck it. I couldn't have hit it any better.
Both sides had a lot of young players out there. I think that just shows how far Leeds have come really in the last 2 years to have that amount of players out and still provide a team that they've got there that can play with that sort of style and panache. And they were excellent today, and I take nothing away from them. They had the run of the green, but 5-1's a good result for them, and they fully deserve the win, to be fair.
We expected a rough ride, especially early on, and you know, they didn't really disappoint us, to be honest. We knew what we were in for, and we got what we expected. But we knew that once the pace of the game settled down a little bit, that hopefully the Premiership quality might start to shine through, and I think that's what happened.
Well, it was a bit of a tonking, really. I mean, Leeds looked good, but Portsmouth had a few moments in that match. They weren't as bad as their manager thinks they were.
I thought they played some nice, attractive football at times. But again, they're up against a good side. Leeds have got a great crop of youngsters. You know, you've got Hart, Woodgate, Kewell, the boy Smith that didn't play today. And going forward, they are exceptional. I think that Kewell has got so much talent and ability. I mean, at the start of the season, he had a bit of a bad time, but I think he's gained in confidence. He's got the pace now, and he's got extra strength. And when you talk about teams that pass and move, Leeds are right up there with the best of them.
But perhaps for Alan Ball's sake, what would you resurrect from the Pompey performance? Well,
the pre-match hype was all about Claridge, and he didn't disappoint. I mean, you know, big part in the build-up for the Portsmouth goal. He had a shot near the end that could have gone in, he had a header near the end that could have gone in, but with his back to goal, his link-up play was excellent right throughout the match. We circle him here, and this is all about moving. He gets in front of Woodgate, the first touch is excellent, he's under pressure, but he puts in a great cross, and this could easily have gone in the back of the net. Very good play. Again, when he comes off, first touch is good, little spin there, and they're on the attack again. This is perfect. Good first touch, and again puts Portsmouth on the attack.
He's been around
a
lot of clubs, hasn't he?
A lot of clubs, but I mean, he's never going to run away from anybody. But I think he could still play at a higher level.
He can still do it. Now, just how good are Leeds? I mean, Alan Ball was very complimentary there about them.
Well, I think they can easily finish in the top 4, and conceivably they could win the cup. I think if O'Leary gets everybody fit, the way they play, they can beat anybody on their day, and that's the sign of a team that's going to win the cup. What would worry me would be the strength and depth. I mean, he had 8 players missing today, and what he had to do was play Ian Hart, who's brilliant on his left side, probably one of the best in the Premiership on his left foot. He had him playing it right back, which isn't ideal, because frankly, on his right-hand side, he ain't great. And here we have him early on in the game. Watch the space he's got on the right-hand side here, but he comes in his left. This is absolutely magnificent. That's about 60 yards straight to Hasselbank, brilliant. Same again here, great first touch, and the passing is absolutely superb. This one, you would think that he'd go and meet it and take it in his right foot, but no, he comes back, little dummy, plays it nice and simple, but it shows he wants it in his left-hand side. This is the goal. Good play by Claridge. Perron takes it, and he goes down the outside, and Hart, you would think he's going to dive in there and tackle his right foot, but no. Perron gets past him, comes in, Claridge does well again, and the ball ends up the back of the net. And when you play against the better teams, sometimes you're going to pay for that. I mean, the boy, he makes the first goal. It's a great strike for the second goal. On the left-hand side, perfection. On the right-hand side, not so good.
But they're playing for David O'Leary, aren't they?
Well, they work hard for each other. They've got the confidence. They can achieve anything in the next 3 or 4 years.
Thanks very much. Right, before our